Now that Wade Wilson is gone, it's up to his daughter Ellie to try and fill his red suit and avenge his untimely death. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Deadpool issue number 7 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up directly from where the last issue left off, Deadpool had been killed at the hands of the magical and mysterious cult leader known as Death Grip. Obviously, his daughter Ellie, the new Deadpool in training, is positively furious and decides to hit the streets for a little bit of retribution. Ellie and her symbiote wolf sister Princess zero in on a group of very bad dudes and start to dismantle them piece by piece. In a nice bit of characterization, Ellie talks about how even though she has a healing factor, she's still not used to the pain that comes with getting shot, stabbed, and punched. And she has to wonder if her father had some sort of complex about the whole thing. Now, this is where the story actually gets quite interesting. Yeah, Ellie is mad that her father was murdered, but in a surprise twist, she's actually not sad or depressed about it, mainly because, well, she knows she's in a comic book universe, and because this is Marvel, death is really more like a cold. Oh, sure, it sucks, but give it some time and a little bed rest and you'll be right as rain before you know it, especially in a world like this where there's magic and super science abound. Ellie figures all she'll have to do is just really buckle down and focus either on the magical side of things or the scientific thing, or hey, maybe fuse the two concepts together. In fact, everyone is so damn certain that Deadpool's death is only temporary, to the point that they've just opted to leave his body hanging out in the conference room a la Weekend at Bernie's. And honestly, it feels like that's how Wade would want to be remembered. This also serves as an interesting opportunity to explore the relationship between Taskmaster and Ellie. Again, if Wade was Ellie's father, then Tony is basically her mother figure. Taskmaster says to the new young hero that he made a ironclad promise to Deadpool before his death. Ellie assumes, oh, was it to take care of me and look out for me? No, damn it, it was to kill the people who killed him, and swiftly. Though, of course, the problem with seeking revenge, especially on someone like Death Grip, means it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money, two things that the fledgling mercenary company that Taskmaster is running doesn't exactly have in abundance. It's because of that, though, Tasky opts to send Ellie out on her next mission. It seems that those guys they roughed up actually had some information regarding a crooked pharmaceutical company by the name of ChemCorp. This place is obviously a shell for some major player, which means that they should probably have a lot of illicit funds on hand. Ellie had signed up to be a mercenary, so she's not exactly sure about being a thief, though as Taskmaster is sure to say, this is a heist with a twist. Mainly, this robbery is digital. Ellie won't have to actually stick 'em up and make it out with the cash. Instead, all she'll need to do is make it to the server room and move some funds around. Should be easy enough for Princess and Ellie, right? In fact, if there's time, they might even stick to Wade's own mission parameter for the two, that they're not meant to actually take any human lives while on the job. Though if you've been paying attention, the girls have been going out of their way to bend that rule as much as humanly possible. When they show up at ChemCorp, their stealthy approach is quickly ruined by the front desk worker, a guy named Todd. Though clearly Todd is not this guy's real name, it's only meant as some sort of acronym to which we don't actually know the full meaning of just yet. Ellie and Princess steamroll their way through Todd, only to realize that he's the only person who works at this building. And of course, when I say that, I mean there's not just one Todd working, I mean the whole place is staffed by Todds. It would seem that there's some sort of mass-produced robot easy enough to tear through until the girls eventually make it to the upper management, a much bigger and more powerful Todd. And why yes, before you even have to ask, the much bigger Todd is definitely guarding the server room, meaning that they're going to have to go through him if they want to reach their ultimate prize. Thankfully though, because the Todds are robots, Ellie and Princess have no problem killing this guy, because I mean technically he wasn't alive to begin with, and man, the two sisters really do make one hell of a team. The two might miss their dearly departed father Deadpool, but in a short amount of time they've managed to discover a rhythm all their own, making them a real force to be reckoned with. In fact, after Ellie grabs the money, she decides maybe they should take a sisterly little side mission. Princess is hungry, and because they've been fighting robots, she hasn't actually been allowed to eat anyone. Disobeying Taskmaster's orders, they decide to take a trip deeper into the ChemCorp facility following a scent that Princess picked up. The two anti-hero mercenaries assume that they're going to find more bad guys to eat at the end of a long elevator ride. Unfortunately, though, when they do end up coming through that threshold, they're both shocked to discover the familiar face of Valentine Vuong waiting for them. Don't remember this character? Well, Valentine was Deadpool's last love interest in the previous run. And they're also kind of sort of Princess's mother, which I'm sure will end up complicating things in the next issue. And so that was Deadpool issue number 7, everybody, and once again I think Cody Ziegler managed to deliver one heck of an enjoyable issue, one that balances drama and comedy in an equal measure. I love that Ellie is kind of dealing with her own version of Deadpool's classic meta-fourth wall-breaking self-awareness, mainly that she doesn't go to pieces after her father dies because she essentially knows she's in a comic book, and that death never really ends up sticking here for long. It's also cool to see the duo form between Ellie and her symbiote sister Princess, completely independent of their relationship with their father Deadpool. In fact, this relationship looks like it's already about to be tested now that Valentine Vuong has found their way back into the story. It's made even better by the fact that Ellie doesn't know who Valentine is, and Valentine doesn't know that that's Ellie Wade's daughter under the Deadpool mask. They just assume that Ellie must be some sort of pretender Deadpool. It's a classic case of comic book misunderstanding, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out in the next issue. Overall, I would give this one a very positive 8 out of 10.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cape Joel again, thanking you so much for watching to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, why not check out my Amazon link down in the description. Yes, that's right, the Cape Joel channel officially has its own Amazon storefront now. You can pick up a comic or anything else for that matter, and if you did, you'd really be helping me in the channel. So with that out of the way everyone, I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.